Al, buddy,
Hi.
when you're making music,
hmm
sometimes you just go through a bunch of random music to see if it goes well with the trailer. But other times, when you're in a music club, you need an advisor.
That joke is not going to make sense to us when you actually edit this.
Nope, not at all.
You do need an advisor, especially when you're in a high school club in Japan.
It's true. Also, you need to make sure your club is actually recognized.
Yeah, it's kind of important.
That's also a good thing to know. That's all. That's all things we're going to do today here on episode number 5 of Jared and Now Watch K-On! I'm Jared. That's Anladium,
Hi.
and we are here to talk to you about episode 5, Advisor.
We're going to learn how to pick up men. And by men, I mean boys in high school? Okay, I need to rethink this statement because
One
neither
boy.
of us want to pick up boys in high school, but the
true.
advisor did when she was a high schooler. There we go.
And goes through some things.
Some things.
We start this episode, and they are looking through a photo album that has old Light Music Club members in it.
hmm
They're like, oh man, look at this group. They're like a metal group. So crazy. And then during practice, Yui cuts her finger on a guitar string. She's like, ow. And Bio gets very scared.
We find out that she does not like blood or anything spooky.
She does not. So while that's going on, Yui's just like holding her hand like, help. And thankfully, the music teacher, Miss Yamanaka, comes in and is like, oh, I'm just coming to get some things. Oh, you should probably put a Band-Aid on that. and,
Thanks, Agus.
and puts that on there for her. All the while, Samugi is trying to figure out, I think if they can use the auditorium for the school festival. And then she finds out, hey, we're not actually a club yet. And like, oh, whoops.
Yikes.
So Ritsu and Yui join Mugi, and they're like, hey, we gotta go visit the student council. And they find Nodoka there, and they're like, I can't believe she's been hiding our club from everyone. And Nodoka's just like, no, you just didn't fill out a club requisition form. And it's all turned to Ritsu, and she's like, wow, I totally didn't know about that. And then Mio just like runs in and is like, yes, you did.
And shows like flashbacks of when she was supposed to be filling it out
And she's like,
and didn't.
and it's like, oh, snacks, let me throw this in the desk.
I mean, fair. I would be distracted by snacks too.
It's true. So Nodoka helps him fill out a new one, a new sheet. And she's like, okay, who's your club advisor? And they're like, advisor? We kind of don't have one of those. So they need to get an advisor, or else the club will not be totally recognized.
Did you hear that?
Yeah,
Okay, just checking.
so I paused. So they decide to basically stake out the music teacher, Miss Yamanaka. They're like, she would be a good advisor. She's the music teacher, so it's automatic connection there.
Yeah.
Mr. Yamanaka declines, though, because she's already
Yeah,
the advisor of another music group. She's like, I can't handle two at once. And then Yui's like looking at her and is like, Miss Yamanaka, were you a member of the Light Music Club before? And she's like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, we were looking at this old photo album and we found this picture and it looks like you. And Miss Yamanaka's like, oh, crap.
They have discovered my metal origin
They
story.
discovered my metal origins. She's like, say, did you say that album was in the club room? And they're like, yeah. And she's like, oh, okay. And it's like starts sprinting towards the
Gotta
club
go
room.
bye.
And she's like going through, like, she's sprinting throughout the entire school, diving through all these like weird things that everyone's carrying out of classrooms and stuff. And she gets to the club room and she spies the photo album on the desk, and she's like, I found it, but there's a photo missing. And they're like, "Oh, were you looking for this photo?" And he's like, "Oh no, my secret nature." And she continues to play coy, and they're like, "Oh, Miss Yamanaka, you probably play guitar, right? Here, you can play my guitar." Yui gives her guitar. He's like, and she puts it on. He's like, "Oh, the mahogany of a Les Paul." And this is her shredding.
Yep. As you do.
Like, she's Hendrixing. And then automatically just stops for a second, like, oh. And then she confesses her deep metal origin story of how she was
trying to impress a boy.
She asked out a dude, and he was like, "Ah, you're just not that like."
I like bad girls.
You like bad girls, and it shows the Light Music Club become more metal and more metal and more metal to where she like is dressed up in like a huge costume.
It's basically like Gwar.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. And then like she goes to ask him out again. He's like, I'll date you if you want, I guess.
He's like, you took it too far.
She's like, oh. So Ritsu basically blackmails her into becoming the club advisor.
As you do.
But
thanks, Aigis.
Yeah, thanks, Aigis. So she comes for practice one day and like, hey, you should tell us how we're doing in our stage. So they play a song for her, and she's like, yeah, it's not that good, but also no one's singing. You need a vocalist. They're like, oh. And then they basically like, hey, we need to get some lyrics. So Mio writes some lyrics, and they're like, and Ritsu and Miss Yamanaka are just like, oh god, these are terrible. But Yui and Mugi are like, these are really good. Oh my gosh. And then Miss Yamanaka's like, wait a minute. If I go along with these, they'll think I'm the cool teacher. And then she's like, oh, these are really good. And Ritsu's like, what? What do you mean? No. But they go with them anyways, and basically after that they're like, okay, well, we need someone to sing, and Mio's like, nope, not me, nope.
They initially looked at Mio because they're like, you wrote them. She's like, nah, pass.
So Ritsu's like, what about Mugi? And Mugi's like, I would do it, but I have too much going on with the keyboard. And then you just see Yui like trying to like smile her way to like Ritsu noticing her. He's like, Yui, you want to give it a shot? I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just not that good of a singer. You know, maybe you guys wouldn't like it that much, but I guess I would. Well, I guess we'll just go with Mio then. Yui's just like, no.
It's like this entire thing of Ritsu like looking back and forth between them for like a good solid 20 seconds.
It's real good.
I liked it a lot.
But also she realizes she can't play and sing guitar at the same time.
Yep.
So Miss Yamanaka is
she
like,
forgets either like one or the other.
So Miss Yamanaka is like, well, I'll take Yui and give her some special training. And also and like Mio and Ritsu are like, does Smugi have the hots for Miss Yamanaka?
Yeah.
So a week later, Yui returns with Miss Yamanaka, and she's like, I've retooled her. She is now amazing. Hit it, Yui. And she like she starts shredding. Like she plays the song perfectly, and then she starts she can't sing because she's blown her voice out.
Yep.
And they're like, well, I guess it's time for Mio to be the singer.
Yay.
And Yui's just like, I blew my voice out.
Whoops.
and Mio faints, and that's how they end the episode.
Yep.
Hey, you want to hear some trivia about this episode?
I do.
It was adapted from chapter 6 and 7 of the manga, the first volume.
Nice.
There you go.
That's it?
That's it.
That's all we get?
That's all you get.
Oh.
So yeah, we're primed and ready for the festival now, except we got a singer who is very nervous and could be prone to not singing.
And the other singer who
has no voice.
Yeah, smoker voice.
Smoker voice. Smoked a carton of cigarettes before going on stage. Hey kids, Whoops. It's your grandpa Yui. I'm here to sing for you.
And our newly minted metal teacher.
Metal teacher, yes.
Should be fun.
It will be. So that's going to do it for this episode. Next time, we will be ready for the school festival.
Time to perform.
It's time to have the first performance, and also just check out the festival as well.
Yep.
Some things are going to go down. But that'll be next time. So hey, hi, hello. If you'd like more from us, go to seasonalmycheckup.com or sc.cool, where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Seasonal Anime Checkup and Seasonal Anime Checkup OVA, and you can find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you'd like more from Anladium, go to anladium.com. She's got columns and reviews, and you can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/animecheckup. So next time, why don't you join us for a nice, fantastic school festival?
I like how you got a southern accent there. Fantastic school festival.
Why don't y'all come down here to the school festival?
West Virginia.
Because this will not be the only school festival episode we have.